Hey guys, welcome to Manifesting Better. I'm back with another video and another topic that needs to be addressed. I also have an Instagram account. The link for that is in the description box below. Coaching is also available. The link for that too is in the description box below.
Hey guys, hope you're well. So, first of all, a very happy new year to you. I hope that you had a good celebration and that 2023 treated you however it did, but that you can make 2024 a better outcome for yourself. So, as any person, any sane person would, I also thought of making a video of 4 things that you can focus on, which can help you make 2024 the best year that you have had, and might be a very triggering year because you will be facing a lot of these things. If you actually work on everything that I'm talking about, then you will be facing a lot of these triggers that will come up, but eventually will surpass them and will get to a level where you would be able to face everything that you are running away from and get the manifestations in your life. So, I will be talking about 4 things that you can do to manifest your dream life in 2024. So, let's talk about the first one. And again, the first one is going to be probably one of the most triggering ones, is allow yourself to actually be open with the idea that I might not want what I want from a good place. Now, this is something that I keep bringing up with a lot of people, and this comes up with a lot of clients. The thing is that a lot of times, whenever someone comes into the manifestation journey, whenever anyone is actually trying to decide to go after something, the desire can be because of many reasons. Now, the desire can be because of, let's say it's a specific person. So, the desire can be because of love, the desire can be because of attachment, the desire can be because of desperation, the desire can be because a part of me doesn't really think that I deserve more, or the desire can be because of not having appropriate definition of what love is, what relationships are, how things should work, how things are actually working, etc. It can be many reasons. So whenever you are actually working on your self concept, that doesn't mean that you have to work on your self concept to get that thing. In fact, if you work on your self concept just to do that, eventually you are losing the purpose of it. So allow yourself to actually be open to the idea that me working on my self concept might mean that I won't want the things that I'm wanting right now. And if that triggers you, that's understandable because there is attachment towards this, because you have been wanting this thing for a while. And I'm not saying that this will always happen. I'm just saying that there is a possibility that it does. There is a possibility that once you work on yourself, you might realize that this person is not the one that I want, or maybe I'm only running after this guy because I'm so attached to the idea. And I know a lot of people will just shut the video here because it will be something that they don't even want to listen to. But these are the people who actually should be working on themselves for themselves. And this doesn't mean, again, like I said, that you cannot manifest a specific person or that you shouldn't go after this person in the first place, whatever it is. It just means that please open yourself up to the idea that if I actually do it for myself, I might not want what I want, and that's fine. But if I do it truly from an open mindset, my goal of doing the techniques and the self concept work is liberation, emotional liberation, which will allow me to get out of the desperation that I have developed. And in fact, if I do figure out that no, I still want this person, then at least I would be going after it from a healthy perspective. At least I would be going after it from a holistic perspective where there wouldn't be chasing involved, where there wouldn't be running after them involved, where there wouldn't be any association with the old version of me, which I have been holding on to, which has been chasing a lot of things. So actually allow yourself to work on yourself for yourself, and actually allow yourself to be open to the idea that I might not want what I want if I actually work on myself. Second part, have weekly, monthly, yearly goals. Now, this is something that I have been doing for the past 4 years, never missed once, because they have actually helped me a lot. First, when I'm talking about goals, I am talking about intentional goals. What this means is goals that you actually want to achieve and you have been wanting to achieve for a while, but these goals shouldn't be goal oriented. I know it sounds slightly confusing, but when I say goal oriented, for example, I will get this amount of followers on my Instagram this year. The goals should be process based, that okay, for this year I will post these many posts, and for this year I will be talking about this kind of content, or for this year I would be uploading these many videos. Once you make your goals process based, what happens is the goals take care of themselves, because the goals are always going to be a representation of your processes. And if you are fixed with your processes, and if you are changing your process system as a whole, what happens is the goals become a byproduct of that change. So once you change, the goals become a byproduct of that change. And when that change happens, it feels like it has just happened instantly, but it doesn't really happen instantly. The change that you bring up within yourself is always going to be a byproduct of you changing as a whole, especially if you want that change to stick. So have yearly goals which you want to achieve by the end of the year. Then have monthly goals. These are things that you want to achieve this month, right? And then have weekly and daily goals. Now, one tip: yearly goals can be a long list. From the yearly goals, make the monthly goals. For example, if I have 10 yearly goals, then from these yearly goals, I would be making my monthly goals, right? For example, I have written down I want to run 2 5 kilometer marathons. Great. Then in what months am I planning to run? Write down that okay, in January and one in September. Okay, now that you have a clear plan, you can include it into your weekly and your daily goals. The weekly goals are something that should be slightly lesser than the monthly goals, and the daily goals should not be more than 3 4, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. And we are not getting into it just for the sake of getting into it. Yesterday I went to the gym. It was the first, and there were a lot of people. And I asked the gym owner, "Oh, that it's good that your gym is like now full." And she said that, you know what, it's just like every year. These people will come, and then after a few weeks they won't. Don't be that person. You want to actually sustain these habits, and if you're creating these habits, you want to actually build upon them. That's what my hope is for you, that once we are building these habits up, that we build them up from a sustainable outlook which can actually guarantee success. That's how we want to go about it. Another thing that I would like to say to this is that whenever you are starting something, start slow always. Start sustainable. That's what the goal is. So that we can eventually build up on these. So that you can say that, oh, you know what, first year I did this, second year I did this, third year I'm doing this, because I never allowed myself to go off the track, because my goals are accessible and easier to me. That's how you should be going about it. Okay. Now, coming to the third point, actually work on your belief system. Now, this is one point that we will have to discuss in detail, and I am actually planning to make a different video about it. It's going to be coming soon. But there are two kinds of things that will usually come up in your belief system while manifesting anything. And these will be dependent on, so these are not the terms that I have created. I read them from a book that I was gaining knowledge from. Not just one book, like many books that I have been reading about mental health and anxiety and things like that. So they fit very well with the idea of manifestation. And these terms are sometimes things that can help you define what you're talking about. So there are two kinds of beliefs actually. One is a foreground belief, and then there is a background belief. Let's discuss these two. A foreground belief is something that comes out immediately when you are in that zone. For example, let's say I'm going out into the gym and someone asks me, how is your girlfriend doing now? And I say she's doing fine. And then they start talking about their girlfriend. And then they say something which triggers me. Maybe they say that, oh, mine cheated on me. And I get triggered. When this trigger comes out, right, when I'm looking at this trigger, I know I'm triggered. I know that this person said this, which triggered this in me. Great. Now I know this person saying that their girlfriend cheated on them triggered the part of me that maybe was cheated on before, or maybe saw someone close to me being cheated on. And that made me triggered about the fact that what if my girlfriend does that? I can understand I am triggered right now. I can understand this is a belief that I need to deal with. I can understand there is trauma involved here that I need to let go of. Great. This is called foreground anxiety and foreground beliefs. What this basically means is these are beliefs that have been coming up in front of you that you know that you have to deal with and that you apparently can see coming up. Then there is a thing called background beliefs. Now, these background beliefs are beliefs that you are not actually able to see. and they are running your life. This brings me back to the first point that I was trying to make. Let me give you an example. Let's say when I was young, let's say there is a woman, let's call her Mary. Let's say when Mary was young, she had a father who did not ever appreciate her in any way, shape, or form. And because her father never appreciated her, Mary had a need to try to please her father, sorry, to get attention from him. But that became her currency to buy love. Now, moving forward, without even knowing, Mary chooses men in her life which play the same pattern with her. So, just a normal day to day situation, right? Now that you can see that Mary has been doing that, she doesn't actually know this. So, this is called a background belief system, which means this belief that she has to chase love has been guiding her life forever. And because she doesn't know how this is guiding her life forever, she just keeps going after it without even knowing. And that results in unhealthy self sabotaging manifestations. So, this is where the point of working on your beliefs, finding out which beliefs are guiding your life in the foreground and the background is going to be very important. Next, changing your actions plus your boundaries. Now, please don't be one of those people who keep saying that, you know what, I will change my belief system first and then I will face my fears. I will do XYZ first and then I will do this. Life is just passing you by. Sorry to say that, but it is. I was very recently having a session with a client and she said this one thing that, you know what, I am afraid, like I'm getting movement from my SP and things like that. But whenever he asks me to meet up, I'm just so afraid because I'm insecure about my looks. Okay, normal fear, we can deal with it. But then she said something which was not going in a good direction. She said that, you know what, I'm afraid, but let it be. I will just reprogram my subconscious mind and then I won't be afraid and then I will go. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. If you have a fear, the way out of it is to face that fear while feeling the fear too. So even if she's feeling that if I go, he will judge me or whatever it is, and she still goes, she has essentially faced that fear and cemented the new concept that she was trying to build. So here, when she would be doing techniques and methods, that would be building up the new concept that she's trying to build, which is what we want. Rather than just hoping that I will just do some affirmations and this belief will automatically go away and I won't have to deal with any uncomfortable feelings. That's not how it would go. So I hope that this video allowed you to actually make a good game plan for this year, and I really wish you a very happy new year and a happy new year to your family. I will see you in the next one.
Click the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe and turn the notifications on for more such content. Comment down your video suggestions and I will see you guys in the next one.